Welcome back. Well, the Hawkinsville Red Devils won a state title in 2014, but they haven't made the playoffs since. Coach Shane Williamson entering his third season as head coach. He sat down with our Bill Shanks to talk about the upcoming season in the Coach's Corner.
Shane Williamson is with us in his third season as the head coach of the Hawkinsville Red Devils. Coach, you've gone 6-14 your first 2 years. This program has not had a winning season since winning the state title in 2014. So it's been a struggle for several years. But tell us overall, going back to what happened last year at 4-6, kind of the progress you feel like you're making now going into season 3.
Last year was the season that we felt like we had an opportunity to grow and see a lot of success, and we were really close on the verge of having a winning football season. And there would be a game where maybe the defense had some mistakes, and then the next game an offense made some mistakes. So we felt like even though we were still young, breaking in a lot of young players last year, we were really close to breaking that verge of making it into the playoffs right up to the last couple of games of the season. So I'm excited about this year because we returned a lot of starters that got a lot of game experience, and they understand now how close we are of really kind of getting Hawkinsville back on the map. And we've been working hard during this off season, and having a full year in the weight room in the summer and not having to worry about all of the COVID things has really helped us. We were able to attend some padded camps this summer to kind of get us on the right road and on the right path of getting started this season.
Well, you mentioned the returning starters coming back. That includes 7 on defense. And one of those young players, Terry Wright, a kid who was a freshman last year and wound up leading your team in tackles. He's a linebacker. So, can you count on a sophomore to lead you that way?
Absolutely. He proved last year that he could play this game at our level. And he came in early in the season, and, he was getting used to the speed of varsity football. And every week we were saying who was leading the team in tackles, and it was Terry Wright. And I'll tell you how tough he is. At the last ball game of the year, he broke his hand in the second quarter. He got it casted, come at halftime, come back out and played the third and fourth quarter as a freshman with a broke arm. And that just shows you the type of player he is. He's going to provide great leadership even as a sophomore. And we've got a lot of sophomores that are playing this year that got to play last year as freshmen through some injuries and things of that sort and the COVID issues. But we're excited about having them back this year leading our defense.
That sounds promising. It really does. The first game will be on August the 27th against Tattnall for the Red Devils. We'll talk about the offense, which has some very good, young, talented players on that side of the ball as well, with Coach Williamson in our next report. Coach Shane Williamson is back now, the head coach at Hawkinsville. The Red Devils 4-6 last year, looking to make the playoffs for the first time since 2014. And I tell you, I'm excited about what I've been hearing from you, Coach. We talked about the defense and your young talent there, but you had to have some freshmen step up for you last year, including Terry Wright, who we talked about on the defense, and also Chase Reese, who is a returning starter who got time last year as the starting quarterback. Tell us about him.
Chase is a tall, lanky fellow as a freshman last year, but he has a lot of potential, a lot of athletic ability, super just even keel kid that you want at quarterback. He never gets too high, he never gets too low. But he came in last year, our starting quarterback, tore his ACL in the second ball game, and he had to step up and end up playing our entire season as a starting quarterback. Also went over and played a lot on the defensive side as a secondary DB. But we're excited about having him back leading our offense. He's learned the offense better throughout the offseason, and we're hoping that we can use his arm strength as well as his legs.
So you got a couple of senior offensive linemen, Troy Averett and Antonio Sanders. How do you feel about, 9 starters back? You went to 18.8 points per game last year. You feel like that can increase even more this season?
Absolutely. Our strength is going to be our offensive line. Literally, they're going to anchor our offense. We've got some really big guys with Troy Averett and Antonio Sanders. Antonio is going to be a 4-year starter. Great student in the classroom, a great leader, never misses a workout, same as for Troy Averett. So we're excited about having those young men creating some holes for our backs to run through and protecting our quarterback. And Naja McNeil is a fullback that's coming back that we're really excited about having him as well. He ended up rushing for over 800 yards for the end of the season, and he had an injury early on that kept him from playing a complete season. But he'll come back as well, and we're looking forward to being able to move the football with our line up front.
First game on August 27th against Tattnall. Should be a very interesting year for Hawkinsville. Coach, thank you so much for your time. Good luck to you. We'll talk to you during the season.